Glyptodon, the mobile fortress of the prehistoric world. The ancient Earth was home to countless fascinating creatures, many of which were colossal and mysterious. These creatures evolved, ruled their ecosystems, and eventually went extinct. Thanks to fossil discoveries, scientists have been able to reconstruct their appearance and real size, offering us a glimpse into this lost world. Among the numerous creatures that once roamed the planet, one particularly intriguing genus stands out: Glyptodon, a heavily armored mammal that wandered through what is now North and South America between 5.3 million and 11,700 years ago. Welcome back to the Prehistoric Creatures series, where today we delve into the story of Glyptodon, often described as a mobile fortress of the Ice Age. What we know about Glyptodon. The name Glyptodon comes from the Greek words meaning grooved or carved tooth, reflecting the unique structure of its teeth. Belonging to the family Glyptodontidae, Glyptodon was a massive, heavily armored mammal that lived during the Pleistocene epoch, a period that coincided with the Stone Age of human history. This creature was the size of a small car with its vertebrae fused together to support its massive shell and head, making it capable only of feeding on the ground. Just from its appearance, it's easy to guess that Glyptodon was a herbivore. Glyptodon had 13 vertebrae, with the first 4 located very close together, nearly fused, and as the vertebrae extended toward the tail, they gradually spaced farther apart. It had an extremely powerful jaw but poor eyesight, and it was likely colorblind. Its vision was particularly poor in dim light and even worse in bright sunlight. This giant creature primarily inhabited warm, humid forests and caves, although some of its relatives were found in colder, open grasslands. The body of Glyptodon resembled that of a gigantic turtle, but it was not a turtle. It was actually a relative of modern armadillos. The first discovery. While there are various claims that Darwin was the first to discover Glyptodon fossils, the earliest mention of Glyptodon actually dates back to 1802 in Europe. French naturalist Georges Cuvier made a brief reference to the creature, though it yet to be named, in a letter from Damaso Antonio Larrañaga, who found a femur bone weighing around 7 pounds and measuring nearly 68 inches in length. Initially, this fossil was thought to belong to the giant ground sloth, Megatherium. However, in 1807, a man named Cello discovered some fossilized carapace shell plates in Uruguay, which further strengthened the belief that these fossils belonged to Megatherium. It wasn't until much later, in 1839, that the fossils were definitively identified as belonging to Glyptodon. Many scholars initially described the creature with various names, such as Hoplophorus and Cladodon, but it was not until Richard Owen, a British paleontologist, noticed the similarities in these descriptions that the name Glyptodon, meaning grooved tooth, was officially adopted in 1839. Owen was the first to conduct detailed research into the taxonomy of the species. The mobile fortress. Through extensive research, paleontologists have concluded that Glyptodon was an unusual and unique mammal, unlike anything found in the modern world. It was a massive creature measuring up to 3.3 meters, 10.8 feet in length, and weighing close to 2 tons. Glyptodon had a broad, tall skull and a long, soft nose at the front of its mouth. Its teeth, arranged in 2 rows of molars, were perfectly suited for cutting and chewing tough vegetation. The structure of Glyptodon's skull shows that its jaw was connected to large muscles, indicating that it had a powerful bite. Despite its intimidating defense mechanisms, Glyptodon had small eyes situated on the top of its head, suggesting its vision was quite limited. However, its immense armored shell, made up of thousands of bony plates called osteoderms, offered exceptional protection, making vision less critical for its survival. The limbs of Glyptodon were short but sturdy, with strong claws on both its forelimbs and hind limbs. Because of its immense size and the weight of its armor, Glyptodon moved slowly, taking one heavy step at a time. Its short, club-like tail, resembling a pine cone, was covered in tough scales and spiked with bony plates, providing an additional defensive feature. Glyptodon was a true master of defense in the wild. Its shell was composed of over 1,000 thick, interlocking bone plates, each about 2.5 centimeters, 1 inch thick, and weighing around 400 kilograms, 880 pounds, which made up 1/5 of the animal's total body weight. These hexagonal plates formed a tough, impenetrable armor that shielded it from predators. Hapschrash, the disappearance of Glyptodon. The Glyptodontidae family first appeared in South America about 20 million years ago. Glyptodon was a peaceful, slow-moving herbivore, primarily living near rivers and feeding on the lush vegetation that grew there. However, the formation of land bridges between North and South America triggered large-scale animal migrations between the two continents. North American predators swept through the primitive fauna of South America, causing the extinction of many species. Despite the carnage, Glyptodon managed to survive thanks to its unparalleled defense mechanisms. It even migrated back northward into what is now North America. But 10,000 years ago, a new threat arrived: humans. In the eyes of other animals, Glyptodon may have been an indestructible mobile fortress, but to humans, it was just another source of food. Equipped with intelligence and tools, humans learned to hunt Glyptodon, using spears to attack it, or luring it into mud traps to immobilize it before attempting to flip it over and access its vulnerable underside. Beyond its meat, the armor of Glyptodon also became highly useful to humans. They repurposed its tough shell as shields or even used it as shelter. Under relentless hunting pressure, the last Glyptodon disappeared about 4,000 years ago. Previous estimates placed their extinction at around 10,000 years ago, but new archaeological evidence from Argentina indicates that these creatures survived much longer. In comparison to other South American megafauna, Glyptodon enjoyed a remarkably long lifespan before finally vanishing from the Earth. Conclusion: Glyptodon was truly one of the marvels of the prehistoric world. This massive, armored mammal, with its nearly impenetrable shell, earned the nickname Mobile Fortress for a reason. It survived the harsh conditions of its time and outlasted many other species, thanks to its extraordinary defensive capabilities. However, even this walking tank couldn't escape the ingenuity of early humans. So, what do you think about Glyptodon? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our upcoming content. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.